Hello again. I know it's been a while. I haven't felt like there was anything that I had to say that I've already said. Um, but I wanted to talk about the importance of a support network and how that happens. So when I'm at home or around family, they're my support, obviously. And my family is really good about helping me, taking care of me when I'm having a seizure. Um, my mom, my husband, and my sister. They're great. Um, but I'm not always around them, especially since I've gone back to work. And I have to have somebody to help me when I'm at work. Otherwise, you know, people kind of freak out if I'm alone by myself when I have a seizure. I'm very used to it. Um, in fact, I usually tell people, like, listen, just make sure I'm in a safe spot and let me go. Just check on me and I'll be okay. However, I know that that makes people feel uneasy and they care about me and they want to make sure I'm okay. So, most people that I work with, you know, will kind of hang out with me while I'm having a seizure, which I'm going to confess that I enjoy. So this past Wednesday, I went to my one coworker who is more of a friend and a confidant, and she is pretty well versed now in my seizures. And I told her, I was like, I'm feeling off. Um, Usually, when I have that feeling, I know a seizure is going to come at some point, but I can never figure out when anymore. So she was busy doing some things, and she had help with what she was doing, and there were two other coworkers with her. And so I told her, I was like, listen, I'm feeling off. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette, and then I'm going to come back in, and I'll let you know. Well, I went outside, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and then out comes my coworker and two other coworkers, and they're just hanging out. They're just hanging out with me while I'm smoking a cigarette. And I was like, oh, thanks, guys. So, I'm out there. I got three people with me. I get inside and I sit down, and all three people are still with me. And then I started to seize, and one coworker helped me to a different spot, and we sat in our back copier room where nobody else really goes. And he sat with me, and we talked. I couldn't see him because that's where I lost control of my body. Um, and then when he had to go, somebody else like took over for him and came in and sat with me until it was over. And yeah, so here's the thing: I appreciate all of my coworkers that are willing to help me out, especially if I say like, "Hey, I'm not feeling right." I've had another coworker in the past walk me from the bathroom to my office because I lost the ability to see, and she made sure I was okay and then alerted somebody else so she could go and do the rest of her job. Um, the thing is, this wouldn't happen unless I was completely honest about what's going on, unless I was willing to be vulnerable around these people, unless I was willing to explain what's going on and what I need. So I had to. And for me, that's not easy. I am a circle the wagons kind of gal. When something's going on with me or with someone I love, I don't let other people in. I just kind of try to handle it, and I don't tell people what's going on. But after having to leave work this summer on an emergency medical leave, I learned that I'm not going to get help and support unless I tell people, like, hey, this is what I need, and this is why, and this is what's going on. So, your support network is important, and friends and family that care about you are going to want to show up. even if they don't understand what's going on, they're going to want to show up. But what I found is amazing is that your coworkers, strangers, people that you work with or for, they show up too. And I'm still dealing with that surprise. Um, I've lived my whole 33 years of life up until this summer thinking I had to do it on my own, thinking I had to face every challenge on my own, thinking I had to deal with things on my own. And I truly believe that part of my journey towards healing is to let people in and to share my burdens, to not do it alone anymore. So I just want to encourage you, if you have PNES and you're watching this video, try to build a support network. It's not going to be easy, because it takes you being willing to be vulnerable, which hurts. And in most cases, you've been vulnerable in the past, and that could be one of the reasons that you have PNES now. For me, there's a lot of trauma in my background, and being vulnerable meant that I got hurt. So I quit being vulnerable to protect myself. But I can't do that anymore. So I just want to encourage you, like, keep trying, keep trusting. Eventually those people are going to show up and help you. And if you're watching this and you don't have PNES and you want to support people and you want to help them, kudos to you. I mean, I don't know where I would be without the help of my family and my friends and my coworkers and strangers. Keep wanting to learn and keep wanting to help, because that's what we need. We need people who are willing to just be with us and learn more. So I know I haven't been posting in a while. Hopefully I will get back to kind of a more normal routine. But for now, that's all I've got. Keep watching.